Alright, my dear students, let's go ahead and start our class now. Baba, we were done in the previous chapter with assessments and audit. I believe everyone have solved their question answers and then come and watching the next class, right sir? Yes sir, we have gone ahead and solved our question. Please let's go ahead with the next chapter. Everyone over here, what do you mean by duty drawback? Everyone listen to me very carefully. Supposingly I am in India, I have gone ahead and imported some goods. Now, supposingly I went ahead and imported some goods from outside India. I imported a car. Okay. Now, this car which is there, I went ahead and exported it again. Now, when I imported the car, I cleared the car. Supposingly I paid 1 lakh rupees ka duty. Government is going ahead and telling, sir, supposingly you did not use the car in India. You did not use the car in India. You have already paid the import duty. I paid 1 lakh rupees duty to the government. Now, what I did? I went in and exported the car, re-exported means I sent the car out of India. Baba, now the destination supposingly is Australia. Government is telling when the destination is Australia, since taxation principles say the tax should go to that country where the destination of the goods are there, Australia will go ahead and tax this car now. Baba, Indian government will go ahead and say 1 lakh rupees which we have already collected as import duty, we will go ahead and give it back to you. Giving back to you. Over here, it is like a refund of your tax only, but in customs, they are calling this as duty drawback. Are we clear, everyone? In the customs also, there is a chapter of refunds. We will be understanding later what do you mean by refund, but here they are telling, sir, if you go ahead and import something and you have paid the duties, those duties which are there, those duties which you have paid on the goods will be refunded to you. And Baba, this refund ka name they have given as duty drawback. Baba, there is a chapter of refunds also, but refunds will be learning later. But as of now, we are learning duty drawback. They are telling whenever you import something and you pay some duties, whatever duties are paid by you. Now, if these goods are being exported by you, Baba, since the destination is outside India, Australia will go ahead and tax this goods. If Indian government has already taxed, because when you imported and you cleared it, you have already paid the tax. Government is telling, Ramesh, whatever tax you have paid, we'll give it back to you. This is known as duty drawback. Are we clear, everyone? Now, duty drawback, which we are going to learn, duty drawback, we are going to learn under section number 74. 74 says, Baba, very simple. I imported one mobile phone and I sent from India, outside India, one mobile phone. Everyone? I imported a mobile phone and I sent from India, outside India, mobile phone only. Duty drawback on re-export of duty paid goods. I imported mobile, paid the duty on mobile and now sent the mobile outside India. Baba, then they are telling section number 74 will be applicable. So sir, if I imported supposingly this marker from outside India and exported this marker only, then Baba, whatever duty I paid on this marker will be returned to me, and that name to that returning of the duty is known as duty drawback. Are we clear? Supposingly I imported this marker, paid 10 rupees ka duty. If I go ahead and export, since the destination of the goods is outside India, 98% of the duty will be given returned to me, because India it is not consumed. Since it is consumed outside India, they are telling duty will be returned to me, and that is known as duty drawback. Are we clear? Supposingly, now what happened? I imported from outside India this mobile ka screen. I imported, listen to me very carefully, from outside India, I imported only screen. In India, I went ahead and used India ka goods, services, etc. Made a mobile phone and I exported a mobile phone. Everyone listen to me very carefully. What happened over here? In section number 75, they say, sir, supposingly, I went ahead and imported one screen, mobile ka screen. Now using this screen and all Indian goods are there. Baba, I used everything and I made a mobile phone. I made a mobile phone. And now I am going ahead and exporting this mobile phone. Government is selling on this screen, you would have paid some custom duty. Baba, in India, you would have used Indian goods also to go ahead and manufacture this mobile phone. Whatever Indian goods you have made, whatever Indian goods you have used, whatever import duty you have paid, all the duties, all the taxes which are paid will be refunded. What am I doing? Sir, section number 74 deals with mobile phone imported and exported mobile phone. They are telling we will give you a duty drawback. 75 says, sir, you imported some parts. With that parts and Indian goods, you went ahead and mixed it and made a mobile phone now, and now you are exporting mobile phone. Then Baba, in that scenario, they are telling you are going ahead and manufacturing and then exporting In that scenario, section number 75 is applicable. Everyone, section number 75 talks about duty drawback, means refund of the duty on, Baba will not call it refund because refund is something else which we'll be talking later. We'll call it duty drawback. Duty drawback on imported material. Sir, I imported some material, used it, manufactured something, and that what something I manufactured, I am going ahead and exporting. Baba, in that scenario, whatever imported article you have used, whatever indigenous goods, Indian goods you would have used, you would have paid some taxes on that Indian goods, etc. How the duty will be refunded to you is told in section number 75. I hope everyone is clear. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and start. Section number 74. Everyone over here, we'll be starting with section number 74. Section number 74 says, sir, you imported this marker from outside India. Sir, you did not use it in India and you sent outside India. Then, Baba, section number 74 says, section number 74 has two sections. Section number 74(1), which says, sir, I imported the marker. I did not use the marker and I sent it from India, outside India. Then, section number 74(1) is applicable. Are we clear? Sir, 74(2) is applicable when? Sir, I imported this marker, used it little, and then I went ahead and exported. Are we clear? Everyone listen to me carefully. Supposingly, I went ahead and imported this mobile phone and I exported the mobile phone without using, means export as such. If I went ahead and exported as such, the way I imported, I did not use it, as such only I exported, then section number 74(1) is applicable. Sir, I imported a mobile phone. I imported mobile phone, used it for some time. Then, Baba, they are telling after using, if you are exporting, then it is known as after use if you are exporting. They are telling section number 74(2) will be applicable. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. They are telling, sir, section number 74 says, sir, you went ahead and imported one mobile phone from outside India. When you imported a mobile phone from outside India, you would have cleared it. Supposingly, you paid 100 rupees as the duty on the mobile phone. Import duty paid. How much is the import duty paid? 100 rupees. They are telling now, supposingly this mobile phone you did not use in India and you went ahead and exported it. Sir, when you export it, government is telling, since the destination is now outside India, sir, Australia mein supposingly you exported it, Australian government will get the right to tax, and Indian government, whatever tax is taken, Indian government is selling 98%. We will give you the duty drawback. Sir, import duty paid by you on these goods were 100 rupees, 98% will be refunded, means 98 rupees will be returned. Sir, why 2 rupees not returned? Baba, Indian government is telling, you think we are time pass over here? When you imported the mobile phone, you paid 100 rupees. Now you are coming and telling, I am exporting, please pay the money back. Government is telling, don't you think our administrative expenses are also there? So we will go ahead and deduct 2 rupees for our administrative cost, etc., and remaining 98% will go ahead and return it to you. Are we clear? Yes, sir. So the first section we see, section number 74. One says, whenever duty drawback, they are talking about duty drawback. Sir, can you tell me when you say duty, which duties will be returned? Everyone listen to me carefully. Sir, I imported one mobile phone. I paid import duty. Sir, import duty mein no, I paid basic custom duty, I paid SWS, I paid CVD 3(1), which is basically the excise duty I paid. Sir, supposingly I paid CVD 3(5) also I went ahead and paid. Sir, I paid IGST also, I paid GST compensation cess also, compensation cess under section number 39 also. I hope you guys remember types of duties. Yes, sir. When they are telling duty drawback, what are the duties that will be returned to you? All the duties of custom. Sir, all the duties? Yes, Baba, if you have paid basic custom duty, that will also be returned to you. Sir, if you have paid SWS, that will also be returned to you. 3(1) ka duty which is there, if you have paid, they will return it to you. 3(5) ka duty will be returned. 3(7) ka duty, IGST basically, will be returned. Sir, GST compensation cess. Yes, sir, GST compensation cess under 3(9) will also be returned. Sir, any other duties like anti-subsidy duty which you are told, CVD on subsidized article, sir, all this anti-dumping duty, yes, Baba, all other duties, whatever you pay, they are telling we will go ahead and return it to you. Are we clear? Sir, duty drawback, duty, whatever duties you have paid on import, if you go ahead and send that good outside India, that duty will be returned to you. On re-export means you imported into India and exported. On of duty paid goods, Now you can tell me, sir, how I can go ahead and export? Baba, when you go ahead and export, you can go ahead and export. However means you can go ahead and put it in a ship. Baba, through vessel. Basically, you can go ahead and export by baggage also. You can go ahead and export by post also. Means you can put it in your bag and take it. Then also it is they will go ahead and give you the duty drawback. Sir, export it by post. Postal export is also allowed. You put it in a post box and give it to the post office. If they are exporting, that scenario also will get a duty drawback. So sir, can you tell me, sir, everyone listen to me carefully. I went ahead and imported some article. Everyone over here. I went ahead and imported certain article. Supposingly these are the articles which came into India. Now first of all, I'll go ahead and file a bill of entry. I filed a bill of entry and I cleared the goods. Baba, I cleared the goods. While clearing the goods, I paid supposingly 10,000 rupees ka duty. Government is telling, Ramesh, what you can do is, no, you can go ahead and export it. Means if I go ahead and export these goods which are there, I paid it to the government. 10,000 ka duty I paid on the goods to the government. Government is telling, Ramesh, supposingly after you got the goods, now you want to export it and you send it outside India. We are telling whatever duties you paid. Sir, whatever duties I paid means, supposingly this 10,000 rupees was basic custom duty, all the duties, CVD 31, CVD 35, 37, 39, safeguard duty, subsidized article per duty, anti-dumping duty, all duties will be returned. Sir, how can I go ahead and export? Baba, you can go ahead and export. Might be you take it in your bag and go outside India. Baggage is also allowed. Sir, I can go ahead and export by post. Yes, Baba, you can use the post office also and export. Sir, can I export as commercial exports? Commercial exports means, Baba, put it in a ship and send. Put it in a plane and send. Baba, put it in a truck and send it. Whatever it is, commercial exports is also allowed. I hope everyone is clear. Yes, sir. How can I go ahead and export? So I am going ahead and telling you. First of all the duties ka drawback will be given. Sir, all duties of custom. Okay, sir. Secondly, on re-export of duty paid goods. Sir, re-export can happen by commercial exports. Commercial exports means you can put it in a ship and you can go ahead and export, sir. Or you can put it in a air, cargo, etc. Basically through cargo, etc. If you go ahead and export, that is also fine. Sir, can I take the goods in a baggage? Yes, sir. Can you go ahead and export by post? Yes, sir. You can go ahead and export by post. Are we clear, everyone? Duty drawback is generally based on the principle of destination principle. That if the goods ka destination is outside India, then Baba, destination principle. They are telling if the goods ka destination is outside India, if you have paid the goods pay duty, government is telling since you have sent the goods outside India, we will give you a duty drawback, right, sir? Now section number 74 says whenever you go ahead and import, you can export. If you go ahead and export as such, supposingly I got this marker and I am sending this marker from India outside India, they are telling you can go ahead and export as normal export, baggage or post. 98% of the duty will be refunded. Supposingly 100 rupees I had paid, they are telling duty drawback 98 rupees will be given. Are we clear? Whatever 98% of the duty paid on imported goods, whatever the goods you imported, how much ever duty you paid, 98% duty will be refunded to you. Sir, which are the goods which are eligible? Export as such means all the goods are eligible. Baba, you can go ahead and import anything, and if you go ahead and re-export it, they will give you duty drawback. Are we clear? But listen to me carefully. Goods identified, Baba, what are the conditions? They will ask you in the exam, what are the provisions in section number 74? They are telling, sir, if you go ahead and import an marker, you should go ahead and export a marker only. Means what will happen? Goods identified by the ACDC as goods being imported. What will happen over here? The ACDC, the assistant commissioner or Baba, the deputy commissioner of customs will go ahead and verify whether the goods which you have imported, only the same goods you are exporting. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Sir, I got marker, but I am exporting pen. No, Baba, you will not get a duty drawback. Export as such means whatever goods you imported, same goods you are going ahead and exporting. He will check whether you are going ahead and exporting the same goods. Sir, goods entered for export within 2 years from the date of payment of duty on importation. Everyone listen to me very carefully. When I imported the goods, supposingly I imported the goods, when I imported and here you paid the duty. Baba, basically you filed bill of entry and on that date you made the payment. Here you paid the bill, no? Now sir, here I had imported. Now they are telling from the import to the export, there should not be a difference of more than 2 years. Baba, 2 years may you should go ahead and export. Where, sir, should I see this export means what? This export means the day the officer gives you a clearance order to export, let export order. Baba, there should be a difference of 2 years. within 2 years you should go ahead and export. Sir, if I don't go ahead and export within 2 years, then Baba, you cannot go ahead, you will not get any duty drawback. I imported a marker today, I imported bill of entry filed, duty paid. I should go ahead and send it outside India within how much time? 2 years. 2 years till where it will see? Baba, 2 years may you should have got the late export order. Supposingly here you filed your shipping bill and Baba here you got your late export order. You will not see 2 years till here, you will see 2 years till your late export order. Means the difference between the amount payment and getting of your late export order relating to this goods should be only 2 years. Okay sir, supposingly I got late export order over here. Sir, 2 years gets over here. If I get the late export over here, Baba, you will not get any duty drawback. Are we clear everyone? You will not get any duty drawback. Sir, what are you telling? Everyone listen to me very carefully. I filed a bill of entry and I paid import duty. I imported this marker. Supposingly now they are telling here 2 years gets over. 2 years gets over here. This is the period of 2 years. They are telling Ramesh, you should file your shipping bill and you should have got your late export order within how much time? Within this 2 years. Then only if you get over here, DBK will be allowed. Are we clear everyone? Yes sir. How much DBK? 98% duty drawback will be given. Sir, supposingly here I got late export order, no DBK. No DBK. Are we clear everyone? Yes sir. You will not get any duty drawback if you got your late export order after 2 years. Right sir? Let's go ahead. Everyone over here. Sir, supposingly I could not go ahead and get my late export order. Then Baba, what will happen if you could not get your late export order within 2 years? Sir, supposingly I did not get my late export order within 2 years. This was 2 years ka time. I did not get it within 2 years. Then what will happen? Baba, then what will happen is if you get it within 2 years, then Baba, your duty drawback will be given. But if you get the late export order after 2 years, then no duty drawback. But here there is one thing that sir, if CBIC gives you an extension, then Baba, you will get CBIC. If it grants an extension, then DBK will be given. So supposingly you went to the CBIC and CBIC went ahead and told might be corona situation is going on. CBIC went ahead and told okay, if person is going ahead and exporting after 3 years also because of the corona situation, people could not export. Even if they are exporting after 3 years also, means not 2 years, even within 3 years, then also DBK will be given. Then Baba, extension can be given by the extension only by Central Board of Indirect Tax and Custom. Okay sir. Now everyone listen to me very carefully. Whenever you go ahead and import, when you imported this marker, you would have gone ahead and paid to the person outside India. What you would have paid? Export pay, import pay. You would have paid foreign currency, forex or not. You would have paid forex because whenever you import the goods, you go ahead and pay forex to this person. Yes, supposingly I paid $100 to this person. Now these goods are over here. I went ahead and cleared the goods. Now I went ahead and supposingly exported these goods. They are telling when you go ahead and export, sir, when I go ahead and export supposingly to an Australian person, is it required that I should earn the forex back which I have gone ahead and spent? They are telling, sir, if you have spent forex, is it mandatory for you to earn forex also? No, Baba, they have gone ahead and cleared it. No requirement to realize forex, means you don't have to go ahead and realize any forex. Are we clear everyone? Foreign currency realization is not required. Are we clear everyone? Yes sir. Sir, what are you telling over here? I went ahead and imported a marker. I have spent $100. I have spent $100. I got the goods cleared. Now I went ahead and exported the marker. They are telling, sir, forex earning is not required. It is not important that you should go ahead and sell and earn the forex which you had gone ahead and spent. Are we clear everyone? Yes sir. Sir, supposingly I had gone ahead and imported a marker. Supposingly for $100. Now, is it mandatory? Sir, I went ahead and paid to the supplier. I went ahead and imported a marker and I went ahead and paid this person $100. Now, is it mandatory that when I clear the goods and now if I go ahead and export, sir, I should go ahead and export for a price which is higher, means I should at least earn $120, I should at least earn $150. Baba, is it mandatory for me? No, government went ahead and told, Baba, you can write down over here, minimum value addition is also, minimum value addition not required. No requirement of forex earning also or minimum value addition also. Means you don't have to go ahead and see that at least when you are imported 100 rupees ka goods, you should go ahead and export it for 120. No, Baba, that is not required. Are we clear, everyone? Baba, simple logic of section number 75.1. 75.1 goes ahead and says, sir, if you go ahead and import certain goods, if you went ahead and imported something, sir, I imported supposingly this mobile phone. Baba, import the mobile phone. You don't need it, or supposingly you want to go ahead and export it. Do one thing, export it within how much time, sir? 2 years. Go ahead and export. Today was the date of payment of your import duty. Within 2 years, please don't use it, but export it. Section number 75.1 says, we will give you the duty drawback of the duty which has been paid by you. Right, everyone? Can we go ahead? Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. Next. Now, everyone over here, sir, supposingly I went ahead and imported, everyone over here, I went ahead and imported certain article. I went ahead and imported supposingly this mobile phone. I imported the mobile phone. Sir, I imported the mobile phone. Okay, one mobile phone only. I imported the mobile phone, and sir, supposingly I paid custom duty of 10,000 rupees. Import duty I paid on the mobile phone 10,000 rupees. Now what happened? The mobile phone is over here. I used it for some time and then I'm not liking it. So what I did, after use, if I go ahead and export, then Baba, you know this Australia, supposingly I go ahead and export it. Anyways, the Australian government will charge tax. Yes or no? The duty will be charged by the Australian government. So Indian government is saying whatever duty you have paid, I know the full right on that duty is not there with me. Some amount of duty will refund it to you, but will not refund 98% this time because you have used it. We'll refund you little less, 95, 90, 85%. How much duty I'll get back if I don't use it and send it back outside India? So government went ahead and told, if export after use is there, we will go ahead and give you reduced amount of duty drawback. Baba, you can write over here DBK, reduced amount of DBK will be given. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. If I go ahead and use it, if I go ahead and use certain item and then I go ahead and export it, government is telling, since you have already used it, Baba, certain amount of DBK I will not give you. Means out of this 10,000 might be not 9,800, but government will give you 9,000 rupees ka DBK. So let's go ahead and understand how much they will give. They have told, we will tell you. Government have gone ahead and issued a notification and government told how much DBK you will get. Everyone over here. Right, sir, you are dancing. Yes. Oh, okay. We are taking class. Yeah, Baba, life should be enjoyable. Enjoy the class, enjoy life. Right, everyone? Here now, notification number 19/65. 1965 was issued. In 1965, Baba, custom ka notification came which told, sir, if you import something, use it and then export it, you will get 98% duty drawback. You will not get reduced. You will get how much you will get. Government told by notification. Let's go ahead and understand. Sir, government told in certain scenario you will not get any duty drawback. In certain scenario you will not get any duty drawback. In motor car or the goods which you have imported for personal or private use, you will get some amount of duty drawback. They have told, sir, all the other goods other than the goods which you have imported for a personal use, might be you have imported an AC for office use, that will come over here. Let's go ahead and understand each one of them. Yes, sir, everyone, let's go ahead. Now, sir, no duty drawback when you have gone ahead and used some item. Sir, I imported clothes. I imported the t-shirt, used it for some time, 10 days. I didn't like it. I have already taken my classes. Now I am telling it is old. I don't like it. Baba, in that scenario, government is telling wearing apparels, you are sending it back after use. No DBK. No DBK. If clothes, supposingly wearing apparels, you imported from outside India, used it for some time, and then you are sending it outside India, you are telling, sir, I will send it before 2 years, give me duty drawback. Baba, after use, if you send clothes, you will not get any duty drawback. Tea chest, you know, tea ka brown color ka box will be there. Baba, this tea chest box, you don't know. In that tea will come. Baba, tea chest ka boxes are there. My drawing is very beautiful. Yes, Baba, this tea ka boxes will be there. Tea chest, brown color ka. Google once. Tea chest, you will see brown color ka boxes are there. Those are known as tea chest. That wood ka, thin wood boxes are there. Supposingly, I went ahead and imported from outside India some tea or tea chest which are there, and now I have gone ahead, use the tea chest. Supposingly in India I wanted to use the tea chest. I have used it for some days and now I am telling it has become little old. We'll sell it outside India. Tea chest pe always remember there will be no duty drawback. If after use you are sending, you will not get any duty drawback. Sir, expose cinematographic film. One, Baba, Supposingly one movie has been released outside India, James Bond ka movie, it came to India, movie came into India, everyone saw it. Baba, it was played in the theaters, everyone saw it. Now the theater wala is telling, I am sending the movie outside India back, give me the duty drawback. They are telling, get lost, we will not give it to you. Right everyone? Cinematographic film you got from outside India, used it, and now sending, you will not get any duty drawback. Photographic film, plates, etc. Everyone over here. See, these are all photographic film. These are X-ray plates, etc. If supposingly I got these films from outside India, click photograph, and now I'm telling I'm sending it back. Please give me the money return. No, Baba. Supposingly this, I went ahead and imported these X-ray films. Now all the hands, etc. are drawn. I am telling now I am sending the X-ray films outside India. Give me the duty drawback. No, they are telling you will not get duty drawback in this scenario. Can you tell me what are the 4 things for which no duty drawback? No duty drawback. Everyone listen to me very carefully. On wearing apparels, T-chest, exposed cinematographic film, movies, sir, unexposed photographic film, plates, etc. and sir, X-ray film. Are we clear everyone? Yes sir, photographic film, plates for X-ray plates, X-ray films, etc. This is cinematographic film. This is wearing apparel. T-chest, Baba, that brown color ka T box which is there, that is known as T-chest. I love drawing. Right everyone? Yes sir. So Baba, listen to me very carefully. One thing which I wanted to tell you. Sir, if this item you go ahead and import with clothes, T-chest, sir, flames, photographic flame, X-ray ka flames, etc. Now you are going ahead and exporting it after use. There is no DBK. Sir, after use may no DBK. Can you tell me if without use, I go ahead without use, sir, if I go ahead and export it back, I got some wearing apparel, did not use it, send it outside India without use, then Baba, you can go ahead and say you are exporting as such and 98% duty will be given. I hope people are clear. I made a very big statement over here, very important for your exam. Without use. In the exam, when you see wearing apparel, don't say no duty drawback. See, if it is after use, no duty drawback. Before use, without use. Without use. Sir, without use, then you have to connect over here. Export as such without use means you will get 98% duty drawback. I got T-chest from outside India, did not use it, send it outside India, 98% drawback. I get clothes from outside and he used it, then no duty drawback. Without use, if I send it, then I'll get duty drawback. Are we clear? You went to the port, you told the officer, this shirt I have not used it. Baba, if you remember, he will go ahead and identify the goods. When he is checking the goods, Baba, officer will go ahead and verify the goods. When he is verifying the goods, sir, identification by the assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner as goods imported, he will do the physical verification. Remember always, he will do the physical verification and he will see, oh, t-shirt, whether the tag is there or not. If the tag is there, it means it's a new t-shirt, he will go ahead and export it. Are we clear? Officers are not dumb over there, they will check everything. Right everyone? Next. So if you are going ahead and exporting after use, then no duty drawback. Remember for your exam. Sir, I went ahead and imported, supposingly, motor car. I went ahead and imported a motor car. Sir, anyone can import. Sir, supposingly it is imported for business purpose. Or I went ahead and imported it for personal purpose. Baba, imported a motor car. Motor car ke liye they have gone ahead and told, we will tell you how much duty drawback you will get. Everyone, or goods imported by individual. Baba, motor car by anyone. Anyone means it can be individual also. It can be firm also, it can be company also. In case of motor car, this rule will be applicable. And sir, goods imported by individual for personal or private use may also, this rule will be applicable. What is the rule telling everyone? Let's understand. So I am telling, if motor car by anyone, business, personal, anything, by anyone. But sir, if there are goods which are imported by individual, that will also come here. Sir, what are you telling? I am telling, sir, if motor car is there, anyone, business, personal, firm, AOP, BOI, whoever, sir, motor car will come here. But other goods other than motor vehicle, supposingly I went ahead and imported this mobile phone. Where will it come? I have imported it for, individual has imported for personal or private use, it will come over here. Sir, if I have imported it for my business, it will come over here. Are we clear everyone? Yes sir. Sir, I imported a projector. Think this is a projector for showing the classes. Now, projector I imported, exported as such. Think. Exported as such. 98% DBK will be given. Sir, projector imported for seeing movie in my home, then baba goods imported by individual, I am an individual, sir, for my personal or private private use, then baba it will come over here. Sir, I imported a projector for my office use, all other goods will come over here. For office use, it will generally come over here. Are we clear, everyone? Right, sir? Let's go ahead and understand. Sir, whatever the import duty you paid, supposingly 100 rupees I paid the import duty. I imported, everyone please understand, I imported one projector. If I imported one projector and baba without use, I went ahead and sent it outside India, 98% DBK. Sir, I went ahead and imported a projector, used it. Now you have to see, use was for personal purpose, then baba it will come separate. Where will it come? Individual and personal purpose, then it will come here. Sir, all other goods, supposingly I used the projector for my business purpose, baba business purpose means it will fall in the third slab. Here I'll have to go ahead and tax it. Are we clear, everyone? Here means they will tell you how much duty drawback you will get. Let's understand this. Supposingly, sir, import duty, how much duty drawback you will get? First see your import duty. Sir, listen to me very carefully. I imported one projector and I paid 100 rupees ka duty. Everyone, 100 rupees ka duty I paid. On that projector I paid a duty of 100 rupees. Now they are telling, sir, how much import duty you paid? We will reduce and then give it back to you. How much will you reduce? They told, sir, listen to me very carefully. If you use it, 4% reduction for the first year per quarter, for every quarter of past. Supposingly, I imported the projector, I used it for 3 months. Everyone tell me, quarter means what? Quarter means fixed. No. Quarter means the day you imported, from there you will have to go ahead and see. From the day you cleared it from the custom, from there you will have to see 3 months. Supposingly, I imported, used it for 3 months. Baba, 3 months, they are telling, supposingly used for 2 months. 2 months means 1 quarter. Baba, first year ke liye they are telling, if you are going ahead and supposingly used a projector. Supposingly, I imported projector. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 year. First year, sir, I went ahead and exported it here. I used it. After use, I exported here. Means the first quarter may only, that they are telling 4% reduction will be done and 96% DBK will be given to you. Means 100 rupees if I had paid, 96 rupees will be returned to me. Okay, sir. Supposingly, everyone listen to me very carefully. I went ahead and exported over here. I did not export over here. Second quarter may if I export 4% for this quarter, 4% for this quarter, 8% will be reduced and I'll be given 92% DBK. Are we clear? Duty drawback how much? 92 rupees will be given. Sir, supposingly I went ahead and did not export over here also. Sir, 4% here gone, 4% here gone. This is the first year. First year, for every quarter, 4% deduction will happen. 100% duty. Used it for 3 months. Sir, 4% gone. Used it for another 3 months. 4% gone. Used it for another 3 months. Sir, 4% gone. Supposingly, I exported over here. Then, baba, 4, 8, 12% gone. 12% gone means I'll get 88% ka duty drawback. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Sir, supposingly, I did not export over here. I exported over here. Then they are telling, sir, again 4% duty drawback. Sir, 4, 8, 12, 16 ka 16% duty drawback you will not get. Sir, can you tell me 16% means what? Here 16% you will not get means you will get duty drawback of 84%. Are we clear, everyone? That's what they are telling right over here. 100 rupees. Supposingly 100% duty you have paid, right? Out of that, if 4% for every quarter or part should be reduced. Sir, I used it for 2 months, then 1 quarter gone. Sir, I used it for 5 months, 2 quarter gone. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir, we got it. So, sir, first year ke liye 16% reduction is there. Second year ke liye, for every, supposingly, I went ahead and bought the projector. Everyone, please understand very carefully. First year, I did not export it. Second year, I went ahead and used it for another 2 months and I exported. So, sir, for the first year, 100 rupees, supposingly, you had paid on import. For the first year, 4%. Into 4 quarter, 16% gone, and sir, here 3%. From the second year, the reduction will be 3%. Supposingly I exported over here, then baba, second year ke liye 3% gone, I will get 81% ka duty drawback. Are we clear, everyone? Sir, supposingly I did not export over here, I exported over here, then sir, second year ke liye 6% gone, sir, 22% gone, I will get a duty drawback. 100 minus the reduction, you will get a duty drawback of how much? 78%. I hope people are clear. Yes, sir, we got it. So, sir, second year ke liye 3%. First year, if I export, Sir, 4% reduction if you export in the first quarter of the first year. Second quarter if you reduce, then 8% reduction will be done. Sir, third quarter if you reduce, 12% reduction. 4% if you go ahead and export, then sir, 16% reduction. Sir, if you exported after fifth quarter, 5th quarter, then sir, for first 4 quarter 16%, first year ke liye 16%, second year ke liye again 3% reduction. I hope everyone is clear. And sir, after reducing here 3 into 4, 8, 12. Sir, here 10% reduction, 2.5 for every quarter. Sir, here 2%, it means 10, how much? 8% reduction. And Baba, supposingly you want to export after 4 year, not possible. You know what? Actually, after 2 years also it is not possible. They are telling DBK, duty drawback, shall be allowed after 2 years. Only if CBIC goes ahead and gives you the extension. Otherwise, after 2 years only, generally you will not get any duty drawback. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. But remember one thing, whenever I am telling quarter over here, this quarter is different from GST ka quarter. Here, you will not go ahead and take the quarter. Baba, as Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. No, that not that quarter. It will be from the date of clearance. You will have to see day wise. Are we clear? From the date of clearance, you will have to go ahead and see day wise. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. It is not quarter, is not fixed over here. Okay, sir, we got it. Next, everyone listen to me very carefully. Now, you tell me one thing. Sir, supposingly, I went ahead and imported a projector for my personal use, Baba. Goods imported by, I am an individual, and for my private use, then Baba, or my personal use, then it will be falling over here. Accordingly, I'll decide. Supposingly, I imported a projector which I use for my office. All other goods will come over here. Remember always, motor car, whether for business, Baba, motor car, whether for business or personal will come here. But all the other goods you will have to see imported by individual for personal use, then it will come here. Others ke liye, all others will come over here. Projector for my business use will come over here. Mobile for my business use will come over here. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Period of use you will have to see, and DBK percentage, direct percentage is given. Here 100 say you have to reduce 16% and sir 84%. DBK percentage used to come. Here they have told directly the percentage. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Here they are telling Ramesh, supposingly from outside India you imported a projector. Now, if you import the projector and you use it for business, supposingly you went ahead and paid, cleared the projector, import duty is paid 100 rupees. Sir, now it will depend on how much month you are going to use the projector. Sir, supposingly I went ahead and used the projector for 3 months. Then they are telling Ramesh, how much duty drawback you will get. If you are using up to 3 months, 95% duty. Sir, I went ahead and exported. Sir, they are telling 100% will not be given. 95% ka DBK will be given. 100% you had paid, but return will not be given. 98 will not be given. 95. Sir, I went ahead and exported. Here they are telling, sir, if you export between 3 to 6 months, then it is 85%. Here I'll get 85%. Here how much? 95%. Sir, I went ahead and exported over here 6 to 9 months. Sir, it is 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9. Okay. Then 9 to 12, 12 to 15, 15 to 18, 9 to 12, 12 to 15, 15 to 18 months. Everyone listen to me carefully. I imported a projector. I paid 100 rupees ka duty. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I went ahead and re-exported the projector. If you re-export the projector, supposingly here, then 95%. Sir, you went ahead and exported over here, then 85%. You re-exported here, then you will get 75%. Are we clear? You re-exported here, you will get 70% DBK. Duty drawback, direct percentage has been given. You re-exported here, you will get 65%. Are you guys able to understand? You re-export over here, you will get 60%. See over here, they have told, sir, it is 95, 85, 75, 70, 65, 60. Sir, I went ahead and exported here, then nil. You will not get any duty drawback. Here directly, duty drawback percentage has been told. Are we clear, everyone? Now, sir, can you tell me one thing? How to remember this in the exam? Baba, you know how to remember this in the exam. It is very simple. They are telling, sir, 95, 10% reduce for 3 months, then 10% reduce. Sir, here 5%. Here also 5%, here also 5%. Are we clear, everyone? So, sir, you just have to remember my 9510. Sir, from 95, remove 10%, then remove 10%, then remove 555. My number is 9510105555. No, it's not my number. Don't call it, right? It's not my number. It's not anyone's number. It's just for you to remember. Are we clear? Sir, first year 95, then 10, then 10, then 555. 95101055. That's not my number, or that's not our number. Baba, don't call. It is not our number, right, everyone? Everything told in the class in only for classroom purpose. This number is not ours. Don't dial, right, everyone? Yes, sir. Now you have told don't dial, so we'll dial. Bad manners, don't do it, right, everyone? Yes, sir, we got it. Next, let's go ahead. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir, we got it. Here we are done. Here we are done with your section number 74. I would like to go ahead and do quickly some questions. Everyone, please come to your textbook. I would like to do some questions. Everyone over here. It says over here, spatial. Baba, section number 74 ka questions I am doing, so that you see that you are able to do question. Spatial Wireless Private Limited imported 5 mainframe. Baba, it's a company, and company has imported 5 mainframe computer. Can you tell me where will you fall? Where will you fall? You will fall. Company has imported 5 computer. Okay, sir. Let's go ahead and read first, sir. Then from Flexonic Computer USA. So, sir, one company has gone ahead and imported computers. Okay, company has imported computer, not personal purpose के लिए. Okay, sir. Then on 31/1. Okay. Then what happened, sir? Then they are telling paying custom duty of 30.45. Custom duty paid 30.45 lakhs. Okay, sir. Then what happened? Then, sir, the computers work for some time, but in June, Baba, work for some time, and then supposingly you imported, when you imported 31st January, and Baba, then when did it go bad? Then it's selling on June May. Sir, this is June. It went ahead and went bad. Okay. Some technical faults developed in the system, resulting in the complete closure of work. On being informed about the problem, being informed, Flexonics Computer sent their technicians from US to repair the system. However, since no solution was found, the management of Spatial Wireless Limited reshipped and returned the goods. When you returned the goods on 31st of December, everyone, you are telling 31st December, you went ahead and re-exported. And sir, is it after use or not? This is after use. Why, sir? Because you had imported, you used it for some time, and here the problem happened, and then you went ahead and exported over here. Okay, sir. Then let's go ahead and read. You are the financial controller. Baba, board of director has approached you for your advice. You. Yes, sir, I am watching. Whether import duty paid shall be taken back from the central government. Whether import duty paid when goods are sent back, advise in the light of the provision. You tell me, as the financial advisor, what will you go ahead and say? Sir, first of all, you tell me whether your case will fall in export as such or after use. Yes, sir, it will fall in after use. Why? Because as such you are imported computer and not sending computer. Sir, you imported computers, you used it for some time, and then you are sending. Sir, now when I have imported computer, sir, this case it will not fall. This case it will not fall because it is not by individual for private use, or it is not car also, it is other goods. In this scenario, we'll have to see how much time you used it. Sir, I went ahead and used, everyone over here, January till December. Can you go ahead and tell me January till December means? Here it is, sir, Jan, Feb, March. Sir, supposingly, we'll go ahead and say from 31st till here, you will go ahead and say, sir, actually it is 11 months completed. So 11 months means it is falling in which slab, sir? 11 months, it means it is falling in 9 to 12 ka slab. It means you will get 78% ka duty drawback. Yes or no? Sir, can you tell me how much the duty drawback? This is the duty paid into how much, everyone? 70%. Into 70%, you will be given duty drawback 30.45 into 70%, you will get 21 lakh 0.315%, 315 lakh ka DBK. I hope everyone is clear. Yes, sir, we got it. This is your exam question which has been asked. Everyone, see over here. See, you will get a duty drawback of 70%. Baba, but you know what? Where students fail in the exam, they don't know how to write it. We teach you everything. We explain you everything. Baba, practice is in your hand. If you don't practice, you will not be able to write in the exam. That is why I am telling. Trust me, we take a lot of pain in going ahead and teaching you everything in detail. And if you don't practice, our teaching fails over there. So I am telling you have to write with your own hand. Baba, see, Virat Kohli might have an excellent coach, but the excellent coach is not going to hit the sixer. I can't hit the sixer. You are going to hit the sixer. For hitting a sixer, you will have to practice. So remember always, you will have to pick up your bat. Your bat is the pen. And when in the field you are standing in your exam, that bat will be moving itself. You don't have to think only if you have practiced enough at home. Baba, do you think Virat Kohli thinks ball is coming this way, I will hit this way? No, the hand moves itself. In the exam, your hand will move itself if you have gone ahead and practiced at home. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. Next. Sir, explain briefly the provision of the Custom Act relating to duty drawback on re-export. You tell me one thing. Sir, duty drawback on re-export, if you go ahead and export as such, 98% duty will be given. Sir, export can be by post, baggage, or export can be after filing shipping bill or bill of export. Basically, I told, sir, commercial exports also can happen. If you go ahead and export as commercial export, that is also fine. Sir, then I went ahead and told you in the chart, ACDC will go ahead and check. You should have gone ahead and it should have entered for export. Sir, what do you mean by entered for export? Does it mean shipping bill? No, Baba. From the date of payment, date of payment of import duty, they are telling within 2 years, your late export order, within 2 years, you should have got your late export order, not the shipping bill. They are not telling shipping bill. Entered for export means the date of the late export order with from the import duty paid 2 years ke within. What is that? 2 years ka cut-off date, that is the getting of the late export order. Are we clear? For shipping it outside India, you would have filed a shipping bill, then you would have got a late export order. They are telling 2 years from the date of payment of import duty till the late export order. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. And sir, there is no requirement of forex realization also. Sir, everything, the goods should be identified, it should have been export for 2 years, and then the proper officer must have made an order for clearance in respect of such goods. Sir, after use also you can go ahead and export, but it will be at reduced rate. Baba, in your chart, go ahead and write over here, export after use. Then Baba, reduced rate, and this reduced rate government will go ahead and tell by the means of a notification, and government have told the notification is, Baba, we have already known the notification. Sir, which is the notification? I have told you the notification, which is 19/1965. Yes, sir. Can we go ahead? Baba, you will be able to answer each question. See over here. Salman imported a motor car for his personal use and paid 5 lakh. Baba, motor car, you tell me one thing. Motor car. Anyone, business, individual, when anyone. Okay. Then the car is re-exported after 6 months and 20 days. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Salman imported a motor car, 5 lakh ka import duty paid. Sir, you imported a motor car from here. How many months did you use it? They are going ahead and telling, sir, you have gone ahead and used 6 months, 20 days. Everyone, 6 months, 20 days means 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3rd quarter also, because part of the quarter is also to be considered as full quarter. Everyone listen to me carefully. First quarter 4% gone, second quarter 4% gone, third quarter 4% gone, because part of the quarter is also to be considered 4 quarters. Sir, 5 lakh, 100 rupees say 4, 8, 12% gone. 12% gone means 88% ka DBK you will get. Sir, can you tell me 5 lakh into 88% means what? 5 lakh into 88%, you will get 4 lakh 40,000 ka DBK. Can I show you in the answer? Sir, 4 lakh 40,000 ka DBK. That's it. You have to know how to write. That's it. Can I go ahead? Yes, sir. Next. Nisha imported wearing apparel. Sir, wearing apparel. If she uses it and sends, no DBK. But if she sends as such, then DBK will be given. Are we clear? One question in the exam. They gave wearing apparels exported without use. Students got confused. Baba, it is only after use, then no DBK. Without using, DBK 98% is there. Wearing apparel paid 50,000. She used it for 10 days, but she did not like the apparel. Hence, they are exported after 20 days. Baba, after use, wearing apparel, no duty drawback. After use, wearing apparel, no duty drawback. Next. Supertech imported 10 computer, 50. Sir, Supertech Limited means it's a company, and sir, they imported computer found defective. The same computers were returned to the foreign supplier after 2 months without using. Baba, after 2 months, but it is without using. in the exam, be very careful. Students see after 2 months means used. No, without using. Read the full question correctly. You know what? If you read a question twice in the exam, your half of the answer is done. Students read with their perception. Don't use your perception in the exam. Read the question, opening the eyes. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. Sir, without use, then Baba, full duty drawback will be given. Sir, this may no duty drawback. Here, sorry, without using them, then Baba, without using them means 98%. Sir, it is without using export as such 98%. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. 98% duty drawback. You will not go ahead and consider it over here. Most of the students considered it over here. They went wrong. No, no, no. You will get 98%. Are we clear? Because it is without using. Next. What is the time limit for re-exportation as such? Sir, 2 years. CBIC can go ahead and extend it also. Okay, sir. Next, what is the rate of duty drawback if goods are exported without use? Sir, 98%. Next, sir, is duty drawback allowed on re-export of wearing apparel? See over here. Wearing apparels without use. Students saw only this much. Perception, wearing apparel, no duty drawback. Wrong. Without use means 98% DBK will be without using. Hence, it says, sir, DBK is allowed. Are we clear? Yes, sir, we got it. Can we go ahead next? Sir, duty drawback on re-export as such, 98%. They are telling, explain briefly the provision allowable on re-export of duty drawback when they are exported as such and when they are exported after are used before being re-exported means after use. I have gone ahead and told you, Baba, write all this thing and you know the provision. These are the provisions over here. I have anyways explained it to you. Please read it at home. You will be able to understand. See, they have written everything which I have drawn in the chart. Right? Pinnacle wala, which is question which is there, it is same as this spatial. Same. These questions are being repeated again and again. Can I go ahead? Yes, sir. Sir, Jaggi Mehta imported a car from UK for his personal use. Baba, car, where will it fall? Can you tell me, everyone? Car, where will it fall? Sir, car will fall over here. Motor car. Yes, sir, it will fall over here. Motor car, anyone. Plus, anyone means it can be for business or it can be for personal. Any purpose, anyone, any purpose. You can write over here in your chart, you can write motor car by anyone, any purpose. I write because next time it will be changed in the chart because charts keep developing every attempt. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. Can we go ahead? Yes, sir. Next. You know what? The chart ka first version which I had in 2017 August, I'll tell you what happened. In 2017 August when I started teaching, I met with an accident and my leg had broken. I was sitting at home. Now I had to go and teach in the class. So I didn't have an iPad that time, so I didn't know how to go ahead and teach. So what I did, I started making one chart in one paper like this. I used to make the chart, take it in the class, give it to one student. The student used to draw it on the board. When the student used to draw it on the board, sitting with a stick in my hand because my leg was broken, I used to just say, see, from here this flow happens, from here this flow happens. And when I was teaching like that, I realized that Baba, one good thing which happened in my life because my leg broke in 2017 because of an accident, hip actually had broken, was that, sir, because of the accident, I realized that chart is so good and I started making charts that time. And the students were enjoying it, and one of the students, she was from CS professional background, she got an all India rank. Now with that, she told me, sir, the chart was very good. You went ahead and compressed each chapter, Baba, into one chart, and it helped me a lot in getting the all India rank. And trust me, from that day the improvement has been done. And the chart book which you see today, that time it was nothing, Baba. Today it is almost the, I think, the 10th, 15th, 20th version, because I've been drawing. Improvement happens every 3 months, 6 months, whichever batch I'm teaching. Now the next batch, when it will come, improvement will happen in the chart book, but yours one is the best till now. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. Next. Goods imported by an individual. So, sir, car mein. Okay, sir, where did you went off? Baba, I don't tell stories in the class, but still. Now, sir, motor car, anyone, any purpose. Okay, everyone, over here. Now, Jaggi Motors imported a car from UK for his personal use. Okay, Jaggi Mehta went ahead and imported and paid rupees 4,50,000 as import duty. However, car was being exported immediately without bringing into use. Sir, without bringing into use, don't make it fall over here. Without bringing into use, 98% duty will be refunded. See how they trick you in the exam. Can I go ahead? Yes, sir, let's go ahead. Next. So sir, 98%. Meenakshi imported a music player from Dubai and paid 12,000 in imported. She used it for 4 months. Baba, 4 months means 2 quarter. 100% say, sir, goods imported by individual for private use. Sir, 100% say 2 quarters he used it, 8% gone, 92% ka DBK will be given to you. Yes sir, everyone, can we go ahead? Yes sir, let's go ahead. 98%, 92% ka DBK will be given to you over here. Can I go ahead? Yes sir, Baba, all these example 8, 9 are for you to do in the exam. I have done, not exam, home. You have to write with your own hand. Yes sir, we'll go ahead and write. Now section number 75, let's go ahead and learn section number 75. Were you able to do everything? Yes Baba, you don't have to read your textbook at all. Read it. Don't leave it and go. Read it once. Sir, this was section number 74. Let's go ahead and understand section number 75 now. Everyone, let's go ahead and understand quickly section number 75. Everyone over here, when I say duty drawback on imported material, everyone please understand. I'll explain you the chart. With this chart, when I explain you, everything will be done. What happened? I went ahead and imported one screen, mobile ka screen from outside India. I am a manufacturer. Baba, this DBK is basically for manufacturer and this DBK is basically for traders and people who buy finished goods. Are we clear everyone? Yes sir. DBK, duty drawback on imported materials used in the manufacture of exported goods. Sir, what I am doing is, everyone understand, I import screen. With this screen, I put it in the mobile phone. Sir, I pay basic custom duty SWS, I pay IGST on import. Then sir, I use some petrol, might be for cleaning the screen, cleaning the mobile. Sir, domestically I go ahead and purchase some goods for the mobile phone, this body, etc. Sir, I also take the service of an engineer, Baba, and I make the mobile phone and then I go ahead and export. Everyone please understand, I will tell you, this is me, this is India Mein. What I went ahead and did, supposingly, what I did, I went ahead and imported this TV ka LCD screen. LCD screen I imported. Okay, on import, I went ahead and paid basic custom duties, SWS. I went ahead and paid other duties. Okay, everyone, I went ahead and paid IGST under section number 37. Baba, listen to me very carefully. You will be done. And then, sir, I went ahead and imported and I paid GST compensation cess. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Sir, under section number 39, I paid GST compensation cess. Now what happened? I went ahead and this is just a screen. I did not buy a full television. Screen imported. Then sir, locally. Now you understand what happened. Now I went ahead and made a television. How did I make a television? This upper cabinet which is there, the cabinet was purchased in India only. And in India, when I purchased the cabinet, I paid 10,000 and I paid supposingly GST 1,000 rupees. Now, to make this television, might be in India, I needed some petrol item to clean the television ka screen. Inside, I need petrol. I bought 10,000 rupees ka petrol and I paid central excise duty 100,000 rupees. Excise duty on petrol is there, I paid. And that petrol is also being used to make the television. Sir, I went ahead and bought television के लिए petrol also I bought, Indian products also I bought. Okay, in India I took some engineer ka service also. Everyone, I'll make it little big. Supposingly I went ahead and imported screen. Along with the screen I made, when I went ahead and bought locally. Sir, within India I bought this screen. Now on this I paid basic custom duty, I paid SWS on the screen. This screen I paid, screen I bought, plus other duties I paid, plus 37 ka IGST I paid. And sir, when I imported, I paid GST compensation cess also under 39. Sir, this cabinet I bought. Cabinet means in which I'll fit the screen. Sir, cabinet I bought for 1,000 rupees. I paid GST in India. Sir, then to make this television, the final product is this one. Sir, the final product which came out is this one. This is the television. Now sir, to make the television, I took some services of the engineer who charged me a GST of 1,000 rupees. Sir, to make this television, I bought some petrol also. Petrol pay, I paid 1,000 rupees ka excise duty. Baba, not for one television, might be for making many television, I bought 1,000 rupees ka petrol. Now what happened? I went ahead and exported this television. Now when I export this television, government is selling, since destination of the goods is outside India. Indian government is saying, I don't have any rights to keep all these taxes. I don't have any right to keep these taxes also. I don't have any right to keep these taxes also. I don't have any right to keep excise duty also, because the destination of the goods is outside India, and hence government told, sir, if you go ahead and buy things and you import something and you send the imported goods outside India, we will give you a duty drawback. Are you guys able to understand? Yes, sir. Supposingly to pack this television, packing material also I bought in India. Packing material I bought. Bubble wrap, Baba, that bubble wrap is there which I bought in India, and I paid supposingly 10,000 rupees at GST. Are you guys able to understand? Yes, sir. So what happened over here? Government told, whenever you are going ahead and exporting a television, for every television, how much duty drawback will be given to you? Government is telling, we will fix one amount. Government is telling, I will not sit and take your documents like this and start verifying. Oh, Ramesh, you paid basic custom duty this much. Okay. Ramesh, you went ahead and paid for petrol this much. Excise duty. Ramesh, you paid for this one this much. Baba, like this, if lakhs of exporters keep coming to the government, do you think for government it is possible to determine everyone ke liye how much petrol he used, how much packing material he used, how much duty he paid, etc.? For government it is not possible. For government it is not possible. So government went ahead and told. For us it is not possible that for every individual exporter we will go ahead and determine. So sir, listen to me very carefully. Now, this is supposingly the port. I am going ahead and exporting. This is the port. One person is exporting TV. He is coming with all the document. One person is going ahead and exporting shirt. He is coming with all the document. One person is going ahead and exporting mobile. He is coming with the document. Government is telling, for me it is not possible to sit and determine per unit. I am exporting calculator. I went to the government, I need duty drawback on this. This is imported screen. This is used locally. Some petrol used on which excise duty paid. Please take calculate and give. Government is selling for every item. I will not sit and calculate. I will go ahead and say averagely, if one industry is there, supposingly calculator industry, average on this, how much duty per item would have been there? Government will go ahead and determine. Government will say, government will take data of all some calculator manufacturer. Government will take data of calculator manufacturer, and Baba, government will say, okay, in one calculator manufacturing, government has told one defined standard that, sir, if you are a calculator industry, Baba, industry wise, calculator, Baba, calculator ke liye government told, for every calculator you export, what is your FOB? Baba, export duty is on FOB value. Export is on FOB. Sir, your FOB pay, we will go ahead and give. Rate has been defined. They told, sir, we will give 10% DBK. Sir, if you are going ahead and exporting, supposingly, but sir, they can go ahead and say unit wise also. Unit wise also. So, sir, DBK when it is given, DBK under section number 75, it can be given percentage of FOB also, which is, everyone, 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute everyone. Where did it go? Sir, whenever DBK is given, or government can also go ahead and say per unit of calculator will give 10 rupees. So Baba, DBK under section number 75 is basically based, government is going ahead and saying, I can give you the DBK which is based on value. Based on value means the FOB, or government is saying we can give you on quantity also, quantity based. What do you mean by quantity based? Quantity based means government will say based on FOB means whatever is your value. FOB is 1 lakh, government is selling 10%, means you will get 10% duty drawback. Quantity based, government is selling per unit 1000 rupees. Baba, per unit wise. Are we clear everyone? This is basically fixed per unit wise. Are we clear everyone? Supposingly I am an exporter of shirt. Government goes ahead and gives this standard rate they will give, or unit, per unit how much they want to give, they will tell. Shirt ke liye they told, sir, FOB, sir, whatever is the FOB pay, we will go ahead and give 5% DBK. These they have gone ahead and found out that averagely, whenever a person is making shirt, average how much taxes he would have paid. Sir, if one person is sending one shirt of 1000 rupees outside India, average may 50 rupees is the tax component which we should go ahead and give it back. So government determines average of the industries. Somewhere it might be 51 rupees, 52 rupees, like that. So sir, supposingly I am a manufacturer of this mobile phone. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Government is going ahead and telling Ramesh, you would have paid the taxes, no? You would have paid the taxes. Listen to me very carefully. You would have gone ahead and paid basic custom duty. You would have paid excise duty on petrol, etc. Supposing you made this mobile phone on this domestically, also you would have purchased something. Domestically, you would have taken some service. Baba, government told Ramesh, listen to me one thing. We will give you a duty drawback which is fixed amount. But GST ka duty drawback, section number 37 and 39 ka, whatever GST and GST compensation cess is there, that you go ahead and claim the duty drawback under your GST. Will not give you the duty drawback. In customs, you don't get a duty drawback under section number 75 of your section number 37 and 39. Sir, this you can take ITC, all this you can take your ITC, and later under GST, section number 54 is there where you can go ahead and claim a refund. Ask it to your GST department. Sir, listen to me very carefully. Here when I told about duty drawback, here all duties are given back. Duty drawback is given. Sir, including 37 and 39 ka duties, basically IGST and GST compensation cess is also refunded. But sir, under section number 75, government is going ahead and telling you, if you are a manufacturer, remember one thing, when we are talking about DBK, we are talking about all duties excluding 37 ka duties, which is IGST, and sir 39 ka duties which are paid, 39 ka duties which is GST compensation cess. Sir, why not this two? These two you will have to go ahead and claim refund under section number 54 of your GST. Baba, in your GST, under GST, go to the GST department and they will give you the refund. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir, we got it. Can we go ahead? Yes sir, let's go ahead. So sir, whenever I am telling duty drawback, over here in section number 75, section number 75 talks about duty drawback on goods which are imported, import duty paid, then they are used in the manufacturing. And sir, one new product has come. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Tell me one thing. I imported screen. Am I exporting screen? No, television. What I imported and what I am exporting is not the same. But sir, 74 is applicable when what I imported is what I am going ahead and exporting. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir, we got it. Let's go ahead. Sir, here you can go ahead and export as normal export. Normal export means commercial export, filing of shipping bill, bill of export. Sir, can I do baggage? No, Baba, you can't take. Tell me one thing. I am a manufacturer of television. Why will I take it in baggages? Not allowed. Sir, I am a manufacturer of, supposing, the calculators. I'll put it in a bag and export. No. As baggage it is not allowed. Here, difference is here all three modes are allowed. I told you all the three modes are allowed. See here, normal baggage, normal export means when you file shipping bill or bill of export and you can export. Sir, baggage also is allowed, post is also allowed. Here, I specifically cut that baggage is not allowed. Okay, everyone? Yes, sir, got it. No criteria of identification. Listen to me one thing. In the above one, I told you ACDC will see that you imported this pen only and you are exporting this pen only. But here, tell me one thing. I imported the screen of the mobile. Now I made a mobile and I am exporting. How will you identify? So identification cannot be done. No criteria of identification. Screen comes. Processing done. Calculator comes out. So, okay, calculator came out. In that scenario, how will you identify that screen came and calculator it is the same? No. Here ACDC will check. But here there is no verification. Sir, in the above one, Baba, I am telling you, you have to export within 2 years. Today the goods ka duty paid, within 2 years, send it outside India. Here, because you will manufacture, because you will do every processing, it might take time. So, Baba, no time limit to export. Sir, I went ahead and imported screen. Now, manufacturing process took time and then the TV came. Baba, even if it is after 2 years, you will get a duty drawback on the, sir, whatever duties are paid. Everyone listen to me carefully. You will get a duty drawback of excise duty, custom duty. But sir, GST ka duty drawback is not given. GST ka you can take input tax credit if you are a registered person. Yes sir, I will be a registered person. So Baba, you can take the input tax credit, and then under GST refunds chapter you can claim a refund. Next sir. Then Baba, what is the next one? Sir, now value addition criteria has been stipulated. What do you mean by value addition criteria? Government says, Ramesh, listen to me very carefully. Sir, you went ahead and imported supposingly screen, and you went ahead and paid 10,000 US dollar. $10,000 you have spent. No, forex has been spent. No, they are telling, sir, when you make a television and send at least 10,000 ka, sir, they will tell you should get 110% at least back, or you should get 120% back, or you should get 130% back. Like this specified thing will be there, which they will go ahead and specify. So supposing they told you have to get 130% back, means you should earn back $13,000, means at least whatever foreign currency you have spent, minimum that much you have to earn and give it back to the government. Got it everyone? Yes sir. And remember always, here foreign currency earning is very important. Sir, forex realization is must. Sir, here no requirement of forex realization, no minimum value addition, etc. There was no requirement over here. I have told you the difference between section number 74 and 75. Everyone, 74 mein these goods came, this only went out. 75 mein these goods did not come. Sir, some screen, etc. Some things came. I manufactured things and then I exported. What I imported is not what I export. Sir, in the 74, export can be by normal export, baggage, post. 75 mein you can't export by baggage. You can't export what you are manufacturing by baggages. Are we clear everyone? 74 mein they are telling ACDC will go ahead and verify. 75 mein ACDC will not verify. 74 mein forex realization is not required. 75 mein ACDC will verify. 75 mein ACDC will not verify. 74 mein forex realization is not required. 75 mein forex is must. So sir, you have to realize your foreign currency, only then the duty drawback which is given will not be taken back. Sir, I did not earn foreign currency, I took the duty drawback. They will hang you upside down and recover that duty drawback which they gave you. Are we clear? Yes sir, let's go ahead. Next, sir, over here now. Sir, 74 mein 2 years mein I should export, 75 mein no time limit. Now everyone listen to me very carefully. Government is telling, Ramesh, when you go ahead and import, I will tell you, sir, supposingly I imported screen from mobile phone, and out of the screen I made a television and I exported. Government told, for every television, all industry rate, one rate has been fixed. Baba, all industry ka one rate has been fixed, that per television, whatever is the FOB supposingly 10,000 rupees, Baba, we will give you 10% DBK. Government told. Then Baba, I'll get 10% means 1,000 rupees per television. If I exported 100 television, I'll get 1 lakh rupees ka duty drawback. What I spend? No. Sir, everyone listen to me very carefully. This when I told you over here, I told basic custom duty, excise duty on petrol, all ka you will get duty drawback. But this duty drawback will not be actual amount. This will not be actual amount. You can't go to the officer, tell thick. This tax I paid, this tax I paid, this tax I paid. Give me duty drawback. He will tell, get lost. I have fixed, one fixed amount, and you will get that much only as the duty drawback. Oh, sometimes, no, while teaching, I become little. Okay, everyone over here. So I am telling, so you will get a fixed amount. How much is the fixed amount? That has been fixed under, Baba, that has been fixed over here. Government is telling all industry ka one rate is there. Duty drawback allowed on a prescribed percentage of the FOB. Sir, I had already told you, when you are going ahead and exporting, the value is the FOB value. 1 lakh rupees FOB. Government told 10% fixed. You will get 10,000 rupees as DBK. That's it. Next. Sir, how do the government prescribe the percentage? Government sees average industry may, when one person is making a TV, how much duty, how much taxes he has spent, that much taxes I will give it back to him when he exports. So our government determines this based on the industry ka data. Or fixed rate per unit. Government told, Ramesh, not based on FOB, per TV, 1,000 rupees, close, matter close, DBK. Per unit wise government can say. Okay sir. Next. Average amount fixed by government by taking the data of the industry. Government sees, so government will tell, hey, industry people, get all your documents, get all your details, whatever is there. Government will sit and analyze. Okay, if you see, there are 3 A, B, C who makes TV. He spent supposingly 1000 rupees as duty, means to buy raw material etc. per TV on an average. He spent 1200. Sir, he spends 1100. Government will go ahead and see averagely everyone is spending 1100. Government will fix per unit 1100. Government will determine either percentage or government will go ahead and determine per unit wise, and government will tell you, Ramesh, now go ahead and export. We will give you duty based on drawback on based on unit, or will give based on percentage. Okay, sir. Next. You know what happened? My goods which I am making, everyone listen to me very carefully. Supposingly, this is one different type of calculator which I am making. This is one different type of calculator which I am making. First time in India. Now, okay, this is a calculator. Okay, first time in India I am making a calculator. Government doesn't have. I went, everyone listen. I made this special type of calculator with which I can talk, walkie-talkie type calculator. Okay, everyone? Yes, walkie-talkie type calculator, and this is a calculator come walkie-talkie. Now, this is an innovative product. Sir, all industry rate, I went and searched. I am the only person, government doesn't have all industry rate. What to do? Government, I will go ahead and apply. I will apply to the principal commissioner, and I'll tell him, sir, fix my brand rate, fix my industry. Fixed my brand rate. This is my brand, sir. This is a new brand which has come. Give me the rate. So government will go ahead and ask you data, and government will fix the rate. When your all industry rate is not available, speak to the government. Government will give you your brand rate, your brand ka rate. If all industry rate not fixed, apply to the principal commissioner of customs or chief or commissioner of customs within 3 months of the late export order. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I was going ahead and exporting. When you export, first you file a shipping bill, and the customs ka department will give you a late export order. The day you get the late export order, you will go ahead and ship it. Now, from the date of late export order, please go ahead and apply to the commissioner within 3 months. Are we clear, everyone? Sir, supposingly, I filed my shipping bill. I filed my shipping bill over here. Here, late export order was given. The late export order is given over here. If you want to claim duty drawback on this innovative product of your all industry rate is not there, what to do? Go ahead and ask the commissioner to fix a brand rate. Baba, for this, I should apply within 3 months to the commissioner. Are we clear? Sir, if I get late within 3 months, I did not apply, Baba, you can go ahead and write over here. Then, further 3 months ka extension, right over here. Further 3 months ka extension can be given by assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner, but you will have to pay, sir, how much I'll have to pay? 1% of FOB or 1000 rupees, whichever is lower, you will have to pay the fees. You will have to pay an amount for the extension. Baba, if you don't go ahead, see over here in your book also it is there. I will go ahead and show it to you. Yes, sir, if you don't go ahead and claim the duty drawback rate within 3 months, then time limit extension can be granted, and extension ke liye you will have to pay fees. Are we clear? Sir, supposingly, everyone listen to me very carefully. Whenever you export, you will have to go ahead and file one shipping bill. 1 minute, everyone. You will have to file one shipping bill, and then you will be given one late export order. Yes, sir, I'll be given one late export order. Once you are given the late export order, ask the commissioner to fix your brand rate within 3 months. Sir, if I apply within 3 months, apply, then no problem. No amount to be paid. Sir, I did not apply, Baba, then there can be an extension by AC or DC on payment of a fees, which is 1% of your FOB or 1000. Sir, I want further 6 months. Sir, if you want further 6 months ka extension can be given, but here, who will go ahead and give you the extension? Baba, extension will be given by principal commissioner of custom or commissioner of custom. Here the fees will be 2% of FOB or 2000, whichever is lower. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir, we got it. Sir, whenever I go ahead and export, shipping bill I'll file, then I'll get a sir, do you remember? Yes, sir, we remember. You had taught us exports. Baba, useless fellows. Here, you remember, I taught you first you have to file shipping bill, go to the custom department, they will give you a late export order. From the day you got a clearance order, late export, from that day, apply to the commissioner and tell him, sir, please give me the brand rate. If you don't apply, then Baba, within further 3 months you can apply, but you will have to pay fees over there. And sir, further 6 months, yes sir, if you delay further 6 months, again fees has to be paid. Right, everyone? Please come back. Now, sir, for fixation of duty drawback. Sir, if AIR not fixed off for a product, then you can go ahead and apply to the commissioner or the chief commissioner of customs or the principal commissioner of customs within a period of 3 months. Sir, can there be an extension? So I am writing over here, extension can be given by AC or DC for further 3 months. And sir, principal commissioner of custom or commissioner of custom by further 6 months. Here fees is 1% of FOB or 1000, whichever is lower. Here it is 2% of FOB or 2000, whichever is lower. I hope you guys are making a note of somewhere, at least in the chart only. One day before the exam, everyone listen to me very carefully. Whenever you are reading your textbook, whenever you are reading your Q&A, whenever you are reading your textbook and Q&A, if you find any point as important, write it down in your chart book only, because one day before the exam, your chart book should be your one-stop solution. That one day before the exam, I will read whatever is there in the chart and Baba, I'll be done. So write it on your chart only. Can I go ahead? Yes sir, let's go ahead. Next. Sir, you know what happened? I went ahead, listen to me carefully. I went ahead and filed a shipping bill. Let export order given. Let export order given. Now I am telling, sir, can you please go ahead? Can you please go ahead? 1 minute, everyone. So I was telling over here that, sir, you went ahead and filed your shipping bill. Let export order came. Now listen to me very carefully. Now you went ahead and applied. You went ahead and applied to the principal commissioner. Baba, you will go ahead and apply to the principal commissioner of custom or chief commissioner of custom. They are telling, when you go ahead and apply for fixation of your brand rate, Baba, what will happen? They will go ahead and ask you documents, etc. Because they will tell you, sir, give us all your document, because new product has come into the market. Give us your purchase ka document, your expenses, whatever you are doing on this, whatever duties ke liye you want to give documentary evidence, please go ahead and give it to us. Yes sir, when you give him documentary evidence, they will use these documents to fix your rate, right? How much rate of DBK should be given to you, but this might take time. Once you go ahead and apply, this might take time. So Baba, during this period, when you went ahead and applied and this is going to take time, you will tell, sir, please, my DBK you give it at least provisionally. So you can tell him, sir, during this period, if you want, you can go ahead and tell him provisional DBK, you please give it to me. He will say, okay, we will go ahead and give you the DBK provisionally. So if you request him, he will go ahead and give you the DBK provisionally. Listen to me very carefully. He gave you provisional DBK 100 rupees per unit. For an example, supposingly here finalization happened. Here final DBK determined, and they told, sir, final DBK determined, and they told per unit you should get 120. Then this 20 rupees will be given to you. You will have to go they will go ahead and give you further 20 rupees. Are we clear? They are telling, no, per unit 80 rupees per unit DBK should have been given. DBK determined 100 rupees. Supposingly DBK determined 120 rupees, but they have given you only 100 rupees provisionally. 20 rupees they will go ahead and give it to you further. Baba, this is how it happens. Supposingly, sir, further DBK determined, then which was 80 rupees. Then what will happen over here? When it is 80 rupees, they will go ahead and tell you, okay, we gave you 100, please go ahead and give us, return the 20 rupees which you are there, please go ahead and give it back to us. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir. 1 minute, everyone. Okay, right, everyone, we got it. Yes sir, we got it. Now, so sir, on finalization, they will go ahead and ask you, sir, either they will go ahead and ask you they will give you the excess, or sir, they will go ahead and refund you the amount. Yes sir, we got it. Can we go ahead? Yes sir, let's go ahead. Baba, interest, etc. I will be talking later in section number 75A. Right, everyone, we got it. Yes sir. Sir, what happened? Whenever my rate is not fixed, then my goods pay rate is not being determined, then I can go ahead and apply within 3 months. Once I apply, what will happen? He will take some time, because I'll have to give him documents so that he can determine the rate. I will tell, sir, my working capital is blocked, please give me money. So sir, he will go ahead and give you provisional duty drawback, saying, okay, exporters need money badly because they are in the business of export. Let's give them a provisional duty drawback. He gave you 100 rupees per unit. Then Baba, within some time, he went ahead and did the finalization. Once he does the finalization, if actually more DBK had to be given, then he will go ahead and give you the extra duty drawback. And Baba, always remember one thing, supposingly here 80 rupees came, then he will go ahead and refund you. Sir, you will have to give him back. Sir, 20 rupees, please refund him, return. How much ever you have gone ahead and pay, means you don't have to return. Basically what happened, listen to me very carefully, they had gone ahead and given you how much duty drawback, 100 rupees per unit they gave. Later they determined 120 rupees per unit should have been given. Then Baba, 20 rupees they will go ahead, 20 rupees they will go ahead and give it to you. 20 rupees will be refunded, means 20 rupees ka DBK, more DBK will be given. Okay. Sir, if it is 80 rupees per unit and they have already given me 100, Baba, 20 rupees pay. You have to pay. And you know what? If they would have done this kind of a, if they would have imagined such kind of a scenario, Baba, always what happened? They take a bond plus security. They go ahead and take, which is basically a bank guarantee. They always take it. Whenever they give you a provisional refund, generally the officer will go ahead and tell you, sir, please give a bond with a bank guarantee. Whenever they give you a provisional refund, they will ask provisional duty drawback, they will ask you a bank guarantee plus an undertaking, which is a bond. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir, we got it. So sir, listen to me very carefully. Once my brand rate has been determined, now for this special kind of a mobile phone, they did calculator, they determined the brand rate at 100 rupees per unit. You know what they will do? They will go ahead and add it to their list of all industry rate. Now next time if anyone makes this, they can directly go and see the all industry rate which is already determined. Are we clear, everyone? Sir, rule number 4 is also there. Supposingly this unit, Baba, this calculator ka brand rate was determined in 2000. Now same all industry rate will be going on. Industry rate was determined in 2000. Baba, same will be go on. Baba, in 2000 the goods ka price was less, the taxes were less. So Baba, government has the power under rule number 4 to revise the all industry rate. Government may revise. So power has been there with the government, that government if it wants, it can revise the all industry rate also. So rule number 3 says government will fix all industry rate for this calculator 10 rupees fixed in 2010 supposingly. Now Baba, government wants to revise. Government has power under rule number 4 to revise also. Sir, after government kept revising also, one unit was being missed. This type of item was being missed. I made this type of item. Then Baba, I can go ahead and apply and government will give me the brand rate. Brand rate means for this brand, how much is the rate? Basically, the name is brand, but actually for this kind of calculators, government will say this much will be the rate. Okay, sir, got it. Sir, when the government is fixing the rate, might be the government takes time. So, Baba, government can give you the provisional duty drawback will be given. Okay, sir. Listen to me very carefully. Supposingly, I am manufacturer of this calculator. Government is selling, Ramesh, one calculator. Okay, no. Supposingly, I am a manufacturer of, okay, this type of supposingly item I am making, which is for charging batteries. Okay, I am making this type of charger for charging batteries. Okay, what is happening over here? This charger I am making. All industry rate is going ahead and telling that for per charger you will get 80 rupees as duty drawback. Okay, everyone, but you know what happened? Sir, they are telling, okay, per unit you will get, sir, 1 unit ke liye, they are telling, Ramesh, you will get 70 rupees per unit as duty drawback. Okay, everyone, but actually you know what? For per unit, my actual duty and taxes, Baba, all these duties and taxes which I am spending, actually I am going ahead and spending, sir, I am actually in duty and taxes which I am spending, custom duties and taxes which are there, says central excise duty, I am spending, sir, 90 rupees. Or sir, I am actually going ahead and spending, supposingly, 100 rupees. 100 rupees per unit is my duty which is there. Now, Baba, tell me one thing. They are telling over here, sir, if all industry rate, what is the all industry rate? 70 rupees is of actual taxes and duty on imports is less than 80%. Sir, how much is 80%? Rupees 80 per unit. Sir, I am getting 70, or might be I am getting only 60 rupees per unit, or I am getting 70 rupees per unit, or 79 rupees per unit. Baba, it is less than 80, less than 80%. Yes, sir, if you are getting less than 80% all industry rate, sir, if I am calculating all industry rate, I am getting 60 rupees. You are getting less than 80% of the duties paid. Go ahead, tell the commissioner, this is not fair. I should at least get 80% of my taxes back. Commissioner will go ahead and now fix one special brand rate for you. Ramesh, you are special person. For you, for your item, we will determine special brand rate. See, it says over here, exporter may apply to the principal commissioner or chief commissioner for fixation of special brand rate. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. And Baba, he will give you the new brand rate. Are we clear? And now new brand rate, he will put it in the list which is there, so that next time onwards you can use that rate only. Are we clear? Yes, sir. Generally that only happens. Now, sir, provisional DBK might be given. Listen to me very carefully. They will tell you, Ramesh, listen. Officer will tell you, Ramesh, listen. We are telling 60 rupees. No, take 60 rupees. Take your 60 rupees. 60 rupees they will give you DBK. You want more, right? I am telling I should at least get 80 rupees. Why are you not giving 80? Fix. Check. Then give me 80%. Then Baba, this 20 rupees which you are asking more, no? If you want this also, they can give you provisionally. This is finalized already. So this 60 they will give you. But 20 rupees if you want, then you will have to ask them provisional DBK, and they can give you on giving a bond and security as the commissioner thinks fixed. Baba, listen to me very carefully. Here the whole amount was provisional. Why? Because they had not fixed anything for you. In this scenario, they have fixed 60. So 60 they will give you. 20 which you want more, for that they will give you provisionally, and on actual determination either you have to pay differential or they will go ahead and refund it to you. Whatever extra DBK is there, they will go ahead and give it back to you. They will give it to you. Are we clear, everyone? Sir, finalization happened and they determined 85 rupees should be given. Sir, 20 was already given, 5 rupees more will be given. Sir, on finalization they determined 75 should be the DBK. Then they will tell me 5 rupees, please go ahead and give it back. Otherwise, the bond and security which we have given, we'll realize it. Okay, everyone, got it. So, sir, this is special brand rate. Listen to me very carefully. Whenever you are determining DBK under section number 75, DBK under section number 75, listen to me very carefully. Section number 75 ka DBK is applicable whenever you import something manufactured using local goods also, and imported goods mixed and manufactured and sent. Tell me one thing, when you are sending, how will the officer sit and see Ramesh ka calculator mein this is imported, someone else ka calculator mein this solar cell is imported? How will the officer fix? So officer will go ahead and fix all industry rate. Baba, if you don't have an all industry rate for your item, this item ke liye all industry rate is not there, apply for brand rate. Sir, brand rate or all industry rate is there, but I am not happy with it. If you are not happy, go ahead and apply for special brand rate. Right, everyone? Sir, all industry rate, will the officers go ahead and revise themselves? Yes, Baba. 2000 ka rate will be revised, right? So they will keep revising after 2, 3, 4 years. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. Now, no DBK if value of export goods is less than imported material. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I went ahead and imported this screen. This screen I imported and I have paid outside India $1,000. Now if I am going ahead and exporting this television, everyone see, no DBK. DBK will not be given to me. When will DBK not be given? Under section number 75, they are telling under section number 75, Baba, no DBK will be given. I will not get any DBK. Actually, you know, this is told in rule number 8. This is told in section number 75 also, and rule 8 also talks about it. Are we clear? Baba, I am teaching you all the rules also which are applicable for exam. No DBK if export value is of goods, sir, whatever the export value of the goods, that is less than the value of imported material used. Everyone listen to me carefully. Sir, imported material which is there, for that you have gone ahead and already spent $1,000. Sir, you made this television and you are going ahead and exporting. Export value of the goods. Sir, if you are exporting this, you actually earn only $800. Now you tell me one thing. Government is telling, Ramesh, what DBK? We are giving you duty ka drawback so that you strengthen the country ka position by earning foreign currency. You are not getting foreign currency or creating loss. In this scenario, duty drawback will not be given. Are we clear, everyone? Sir, export value of the goods is supposedly $800 you are earning. Sir, imported material ka value was supposedly $1,000. They are telling, Ramesh, you created a loss. You should earn. Only then we'll give you the duty drawback. Sir, if it is equal, then also okay. But they are telling, sir, at least don't create a loss. Can we go ahead? Yes, sir. Sir, export value does not exceed such percentage of the value of imported material used. Baba, you know what happened? For some goods, government told Ramesh, listen, if you imported LCD ka screen, I want at least that you should earn 150%. Now what to do? At least you should go ahead and earn 150% means 1000 US dollar, right? You should earn 1500. At least you should exceed, sorry, it's saying exceed. So if government has told you should 150%, sir, 150% is the criteria if government told, then at least you should earn, means you should get foreign currency. How much? 1501 rupee. Only then you will get the duty drawback of the taxes which you have paid on this. Sir, whatever taxes you have paid on the television, you will get a duty drawback only if you meet the specified criteria. And criteria government told that 150%. So at least you should get 150%. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. That's all they told. No duty drawback. Or if export value of the goods, export value, supposingly when I am exporting, it is only export value means the FOB which is there. I am going ahead and exporting. Export value is supposingly only 1000. And sir, value of imported material, I have gone ahead and consumed imported material of 1500. Baba, what is this? Government is telling will not give you duty drawback. Useless you are. Then export value does not exceed, Baba, for some notified specified goods only. Only for some specified goods government have gone ahead and told. For example, calculator, government has specified these goods. Only in that scenario I'll have to go ahead and exceed such percentage of the value of raw material used. Sir, supposingly government told for television at least 150%. So I have to exceed 150%. Only then whatever duty and taxes I have paid, I will get DBK, otherwise no DBK. Can I go ahead? Yes, sir, we got it. Next, sir, what is the upper limit? What is the upper limit of the DBK? What is the upper limit of the DBK? They are telling, sir, maximum, max DBK under section number 75. Baba, all these are under section number 75. You can get maximum DBK 1/3 of the market price of export product. Whatever is the export price. India mein supposingly this TV which is going outside India. Everyone listen to me very carefully. This TV, government told Ramesh per TV, FOB whatever you show. I showed 10 lakh rupees. Government is telling per TV you will get 20%. Government fixed 20% DBK, not per unit. Fixed 20% DBK. Now I will tell 10 lakh means I will get 2 lakh. What I did? No, I became smart. I made it how much? 20 lakh. Now I'll get 4 lakh. Government told, don't think I'm a fool. Whenever you go ahead and export, no, remember what is the Indian market price of this television? I am telling government in India 9 lakh rupees. Government is telling you will get only 3 lakh as the maximum DBK. Maximum 3 lakh. Sir, can I get 4 lakh? No, Baba. If I supposingly want, I will go ahead and increase it to 30 lakh. Sir, 30 lakh. Very good. 30 lakh means I should get 20%. It means I will get 6 lakh. Government is telling, hey fool, 1/3. Indian market price of the TV is how much? India mein it is 9 lakh. No, 9 lakh ka 1/3 is 3 lakh. You will get maximum DBK 1/3. So I'll not get 6 lakh. I'll get 3 lakh. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. So Baba, people will not go ahead and inflate their export bills. Otherwise, people will start inflating their export bill. Right, everyone? We got it. Next. Let's go ahead and do some questions on this. Everyone, we are done with the chapter. Let's do some question. Write a note. Difference between 74 and 75. 3 marks they ask you in the exam. Difference between the 74 and 75. I have already told it to you. You will be able to understand it. Don't worry. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. Next. Sir, supposingly here, everyone over here, they are telling FOB value is given. CBZ has exported following item to Germany. Write a brief note with reason whether DBK is admissible under section number 75 in each of the following cases. Sir, remember, no DBK when the value of export value is less than imported material, or no DBK if export value does not exceed in specified goods, it does not exceed the percentage. Okay, sir, let's go ahead, everyone over here. Sir, what happened over here? It says FOB is 4,30,000, market price is this much, DBK is 30%. Now you tell me one thing, how much it will come? Sir, okay everyone, pause the class now. I'll also drink some water and do this sum. I believe you guys would have done the question. Yes sir, we have done it. Everyone over here, I am telling FOB is 4,30,000, market price is 3,50,000. Sir, first of all, If you are exporting, FOB is 4.3. Sir, market price of the goods is 3.5 lakh. Okay. FOB is 30% of FOB. You tell me 4 lakh 30 ka 30% means what? Sir, 4 lakh, sir, you have to go ahead and see over here. Either whatever is the FOB ka duty drawback, first determine FOB pay you have to determine, then you will get duty drawback, and then you have to see 1/3 of the market price. You have to see the maximum DBK will come. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. Sir, FOB ka, can you tell us FOB is how much? 4 lakh 30%. 4 lakh 30,000 into 30%, you will get 1 lakh 29,000. 1 lakh 29,000. Sir, if you see over here, 1/3 of the market price, 3 lakh 50,000 into 1 divided by 3. That is the maximum. Maximum is 11. Sir, how much? 116667. Now you tell me what is the maximum DBK? Sir, maximum DBK is 1/3 of the market price. You will get 116667. Right, everyone? See over here, you will get only 116667. Baba, it is not 1 lakh 29. You will get eligible will be 116667. Why, sir? Because it is whichever is lower over here, right, sir? Because maximum can be this much. Where did you tell, sir? I told you over here. Maximum DBK 1/3 of the market price of each product, right, everyone? Yes, sir. We got it. Next, 1 minute. Q&A closed. Okay. Now, everyone over here. Sir, can you tell me the next one? Baba, the next one over here is, sir, FOB is given. Okay, draw it. Always draw it. No problem. Sir, FOB. What is the FOB? Sir, FOB is 6 lakh. I love drawing. Yes, sir. Sir, market price. Indian market price is 7 lakh. Okay. Then, Baba, 3.5%. Sir, if you see over here, import value of product B is 8 lakh. Baba, this product B which you are going ahead and exporting, the import value is 8 lakh. You are exporting for 6 lakh. Don't you think you are, sir? You will not get any duty drawback because export value of the goods, which is the FOB, is less than the value of imported material. Sir, value of import is 8 lakh and export is 6 lakh. You will not get a duty drawback. It should be more, or at least whatever percentage is there, that should be fulfilled. Yes, sir, we got it. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. Next. You remember always, duty drawback under section number 75 is allowed on case of imported material. 2 point which is there, this has to be deleted. It was an old law. Cannot exceed 1/3 of the price which is under rule number 899. It will be 9. Okay. Right, everyone? Then, and Baba, here it is 900 rupees will come. It is 9,000 written. It will come as 900. Okay. I am not going ahead and doing all the question. But see over here, the third question I would like to do. 1,20,000 is the FOB, 0.75. Can you tell me, sir, FOB, first of all, 0.75 of the 1.2 lakh, it is how much? 1,20,000 into 0.75%, you will get 900 rupees. And sir, what is the market value of the market value? 1/3 we will get. Can you tell me the market value? Market value is 60,000. It means 20,000. Can you tell me which is lower? 900 is lower. So you will say 900 rupees is the DBK. Maximum DBK can be 900 over here. But you know what? You will get the DBK. Now you will see one line written over here. As amount exceeds 50 rupees. Baba, if you can see over here, there is one section number 76 which has been written. 76. This is something which I want to read with you guys. No DBK. In section number 74 or 75, both के लिए 76 is telling no DBK if the market price is less than the duty drawback. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I went ahead and exported an item. The DBK is coming 10,000 rupees. But you know what? This product which I am exporting, the DBK is coming 10,000. But this product if I sell in India, it is coming only 5,000 rupees. India ka market price. Government is telling, Ramesh, you are fool that we will give you 10,000. What people will start doing? They will start exporting and taking DBK rather than selling in India. Because India it is only 5,000, but if you export, DBK is more. Government is telling in this scenario, we will not go ahead and give you the DBK. It says the no DBK. You will not get any DBK. You will not get any DBK. Are we clear, everyone? Yes, sir. We got it. Next. So, sir, supposingly I went ahead and imported a machine. Baba, machine imported. You know what happened? Machine went bad. Machine is now broken. When the machine is broken, I am thinking, we will go ahead and now if I sell the machine in India, market price in India, I'll get only 10,000. I told, I'll go ahead, broken machine, I will export. Duty drawback, when you see it is 50,000 rupees. Government is selling. Market price India is 10,000. Do you think government is a fool to buy it for 50,000 and give you, government will give you 50,000 ka duty drawback? Government will tell you no DBK in this scenario. Okay, sir. I went ahead and exported. Next, everyone, I went ahead and exported an item. Duty drawback 40 rupees. Government is selling 40 rupees, 50 rupees, don't come. If it is less than 50, don't come. 50 rupees you can come, less than 50 you don't come. Are we clear? Don't spend your time. Less than 50, don't come. Sir, you know what happened? Everyone listen to me very carefully. I went ahead and imported. One article was coming in a ship. Okay? I thought this is an illegal port which is there. I will get it to an illegal port. But what happened? The custom officers caught me and I got the goods to India. I had to get it to a legal big port only, supposingly. Instead of getting it here, officer told me you have to come over here. Big port I came. I paid the custom duty. Now I paid the custom duty. What to do now? I had to clear it. I paid the custom duty. Now I got an idea. What I thought, I will go ahead and re-export. I will go ahead and send the goods back from here. And Baba, when the goods are going from here, when nobody will see, I will get it over here. No one will come to know, and this is also an illegal port which is there. Smuggling I'll do. You know what happened? I thought what I can do is, sir, custom duty, I went ahead and imported. I was importing to an illegal port, but I was caught, so I had to go to a big port. I paid custom duty. Now I told, okay officer, I am going ahead and re-exporting. Please pay the duty drawback. I put it in a ship and re-exported. On the way, what I will do is, I will go ahead and turn my ship like this and come back to India only. If officer has a doubt that Ramesh is going to do all these activities, then officer, if he has the doubt that these goods will be, sir, if I give the duty drawback, this guy will take the goods from here and again he will come back to India only. Baba, in this scenario, duty drawback will not be given to you. No duty drawback, but he can give you the duty drawback if you go ahead and give him bond and security. If you go ahead and give him, basically bank guarantee, if you give him that I am not going to do all these activities, take this bond and take this bank guarantee, then Baba, he'll allow you. Are we clear, everyone? No duty drawback if central government is of the opinion that goods are likely to be smuggled back. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir, you got the goods into India. You thought you will get it to illegal port, but you were caught and you had to get it to the legal port, and you cleared and paid custom duty. Now you never wanted to pay custom duty. Why were you getting it to illegal port? Because you never wanted to pay custom duty. Now you thought, okay, idea, let me put it in a ship, send it outside India. Once it crosses the territorial water, I will hidingly come back to India. Baba, this is the scenario. Duty drawback will not be given. If officer has any doubt, then he will not give you the duty drawback. If you still ask him, he'll tell you give a bond and security, then only I'll give you the duty drawback. Okay, everyone? Yes, sir, we got it. Prohibition. And this, remember, these prohibitions are applicable for section number 74 and 75 both. Okay, sir. Now, interest on DBK. Everyone listen to me very carefully. If interest under section number 75, if DBK under section 75 or 74 is not paid within 1 month, everyone over here, I gave an application for DBK, and if it is not paid within 1 month, then they are telling over here of the submission of claim, I gave a duty drawback application. If it is not given to me within 1 month under section 74 or 75, whatever it is, then they are telling you will get an interest at the rate of 6% shall be paid from the date after the expiry of 1 month till the date of payment. Supposingly, I gave an application on 1st January. It should be given to me by 31st January. If it is supposingly given on 25th of February, they have gone ahead and delayed by 25 days. For 25 days, supposingly my DBK amount was 1 lakh rupees. Sir, 1 lakh rupees into 25 days divided by 365 into 6%, they will go ahead and give you the interest. Are we clear? From the date 1 month expires till the date of payment. 1 month expires till the date of payment. It says within 1 month, if they don't pay you from the date after the expiry of 1 month, from the date after expiry of 1 month means 1st to 25th, they will go ahead and give you till the date of payment interest. Sir, got it, everyone? Sir, if they have gone ahead and given you wrongly, sir, erroneously, Baba, you have not, you promised, sir, you took it by showing wrong document. Sir, you promised that you will go ahead and earn foreign currency. In 75, you promised that you will go ahead and earn foreign currency, but you did not earn foreign currency. Baba, if you don't earn foreign currency, whole amount which was given, they will take it back from you. It shall be demanded, and if not paid within 2 months, Baba, Listen to me very carefully. They went ahead and gave you, supposingly on 1st January, they gave you DBK. They gave you provisionally, whatever it is, they gave you DBK. And here, they came to know that you have to refund. Baba, you will have to give it back, refund the DBK. Now they are telling from the date we had given to you, from the date you go ahead and refund, return the DBK amount. Till here we will go ahead and charge you interest. Are we clear, everyone? Supposingly, erroneously, by mistake they gave you on this date. They should not have given you, but they gave you because you wanted. Here it came in your bank account. Till the date you give it back to them, they will charge you interest at the rate of 15%. So everyone, are we clear? Yes sir. What did you say? Sir, I told, sir, supposingly the 1st of January they gave you a DBK. Sir, they came to know they have given you by mistake, or sir, you were not entitled but you took it by fraud, or sir, you did not get foreign exchange. Then they will go ahead and demand it. Once they demand you, you will be given 2 months ka time. Sir, if I go ahead and pay the DBK, what if I return? I'll have to pay interest at the rate of 15%. I'll have to pay per annum. From which date? From this day. Everyone listen to me. From this day till the date of payment. From this day till the date of payment, I'll have to give it back. Sir, supposingly. So sir, pay DBK and pay interest. Sir, supposingly these 2 months got over. They demanded over here. I did not give within 2 months. If you gave over here, if you pay back the DBK over here, then they are telling you will charge you the DBK amount, you will have to pay interest also, you will have to pay, and we will charge you penalty also because you did not go ahead and pay it back within 2 months. And sir, you know what, they can start recovery also after 2 months. If you don't go ahead pay it, they can go ahead and hang you upside down and recover. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir, we got it. If not paid within 2 months, Baba, then they are telling first, sir, if not paid within 2 months, then they will start recovery. Basically recovery plus penalty also can be levied. But sir, interest will be from when? Everyone, it is not here. The meaning over here is that sir, interest we will be charging. Interest we will be charging from here till the 2 months. If you pay within 2 months, very good. Still we will charge you interest. How many days? Interest at the rate 15% per annum we will charge you for the number of days. Okay, everyone. But sir, if you don't pay within 2 months, then they are telling from the date of demand, if you don't pay within 2 months, then we will recover along with interest and penalty also we can charge. Baba, they can start recovery proceedings against you. Are we clear? They will hang you upside down and recover the amount. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir. If you don't pay within 2 months, then the meaning is, sir, interest anyways they will charge. Now here the interest will be from the date of payment till here. In this scenario, interest will be more plus penalty also will come if you don't pay within 2 months. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir, we got it. Can we go ahead? I think yes, we are done with the chapter. Anything else which I feel like telling? Sir, one thing you can remember over here is when they say that, sir, everyone listen to me very carefully. When they say that under section number 75 you have to go ahead and export, only then they will give you DBK, right? They mean normal export also. If you go ahead and supply to SEZ also, that will also mean DBK. If you go ahead and supply it in a ship which is going outside India as their food item or as their stores means whatever the item is carried by the ship in the ship for being consumed in the ship, fuel, spare parts, etc. Then also you will get DBK. Baba, section number 75 says DBK will be given in 3 scenario to you. Sir, if you go ahead and normally export, then also DBK you will get. If you send it to an SEZ, then also DBK you will get. Sir, if you go ahead and send it as stores in ship, then also DBK you will get. So section number 75, when it says export means sending it normal export, sir, sending it as stores, or sir, going ahead and sending it, supplying it to an SEZ. All the 3 can be termed as exports. Are we clear, everyone? Yes sir. I will stop my class till here. I request all of you to solve question answers. We are done with your chapters. Everyone listen to me carefully. In your book now, I will not go ahead and read the book. I have solved the question answers and you guys have seen you are able to do it. Baba, now in your book there are rules which are given relating to DBK. How much ever rules are applicable for your exam, required for your exam, I have gone ahead and covered all of them. This is rule number 8. Baba, remaining rules which are written are just for a reading once. If you want, don't go ahead and read also. but I'm telling DBK rules are not important. If you want, you can go ahead and read. Otherwise, I've gone ahead and written down everything. I've not missed anything in the chart. Right, everyone? We'll close our duty drawback over here. Now, I request all of you to read your textbooks once and solve question answers. Baba, read your textbooks and solve lot of question answers. Trust me, we are done with all the question answers. You will be able to read what is brand rate, special rate, provisional duty drawback, everything I have spoken. Right, everyone? I'll close my duty drawback till here. Bye, guys. Practice question answers. Read your textbook one. You can ignore the DBK rules. Baba, whatever rules I have taught you, that at least you can read. Right, everyone? Bye, guys.